Hi guys! Last week I explained that we're all made up of energy. I hope you tried doing the experiment and that you felt the power of your own magnetic field. Whatever vibe we put out there is what we will receive, which is called the law of attraction. Today I want to tell you a bit more about myself and how I've used the law of attraction to change my reality. So I've always been quite a thinker. After high school I didn't go directly into university. I went to Spain to study Spanish. After that I moved to Amsterdam to study international business and languages. And during my studies, I've lived in Aruba and in Argentina. During my time abroad, I had loads of moments where I started questioning what I got taught about life and what is normal or like the usual thing to do. I felt like I was on some sort of train and that my moments abroad were kind of like my escape from that. When I graduated, I started working for UPS, which is a huge corporate company, perfectly fitting to my business degree. But at the same time, that's where my thoughts and feelings started confusing me. The job I had was great and promising, but I wasn't feeling happy. And I just kept thinking, this is not who I am. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Which is weird because I studied business. For the first time since a really long time, I started reading the books that I wanted, just for fun and not for studying. And I had loads of talks with a colleague of mine that I met through UPS, which, by the way, I don't believe in coincidences. And she was actually the one to introduce me to the book E Squared from the previous video. I felt that my attention started shifting and like something within me was opening up that had been put to sleep for some time. I started going to musea, I started watching documentaries, I started meeting new people and having amazing conversations. And the more research I did into myself, the more secure I became that there's a different way of doing things and that there's a universe responding to my wishes. I gained a trust that made me feel more calm, and that gave me the courage to quit my job at UPS. So yeah, that's what I did. I felt like I was on a plane that wasn't going into the right direction. So I just decided to jump out of the plane and kind of make a free fall, but with all the belief that it would turn out great. So really trusting this law of attraction. And I got so many questions why I would quit my job before having a new one. But none of them made me feel insecure. I had such a clear vision of what I wanted. I felt like I needed to work in a more creative environment, in a small company with a more living room-like office. I wanted it to be in the center of Amsterdam. I wanted to have great coffee. I wanted to be able to do yoga before work. And I wanted to work 4 days instead of 5. So a very specific vision. But you know what? I had a job within 2 weeks. How I got the job was actually quite funny. There was this vacancy for a project manager at a creative agency. But the vacancy had been open for quite a while already. So I decided to just step by their office and ask them to have a cup of tea and a talk. The next morning they were going to start doing the interviews. They still did the interviews, but I did get the job. Moreover, they have an espresso machine, a chilled out office. They have an office at the Canal in the center of Amsterdam. I can work 4 days instead of 5. And I'm able to do yoga before work. So I've been working at this company for about a year now, and it has been a great experience. And this was the reality that I created with my previous thoughts. However, my thoughts continue. And my thoughts have changed. My focus went in more deep. I did more research into myself and how I want to feel. So more yoga, more meditation, more self-expression. I moved into my own sacred studio. I started doing voluntary work as a buddy for an ex-refugee who has become a really good friend. I'm taking acting classes and I'm yet again meeting amazing new people and having great conversations. I figured out that I need to connect with people. And I need to create and I need to express myself. And I figured out that an office job doesn't make me happy. Even when it's in a creative environment and with the perfect conditions, it just doesn't make me feel alive. And that is something that I want for myself, to feel alive on a day-to-day basis. So I have about a month to go. And then I'm jumping out of an airplane again. An airplane that isn't going in the right direction for me, making a free fall and not really knowing until when. And yeah, I know that any minute my parachute will open and that I will be having a slow motion kind of like moment where I can oversee everything, and I will be provided with a soft landing exactly where I need to be. And that place I have envisioned for myself again, and it's completely different from anything that I've ever envisioned for myself. This is going to be the next level in my life, and this is going to be the process that I want to be sharing with you. So next week I will make the proclamation, where I will tell you the reality that I want to create for myself. I'm really excited about this, and I hope that we can share this journey. I see you next week.